Hello everyone and welcome to this week's live stream. Thank you all so much for joining in. And I am sorry I'm late. I was making my cup of tea. I was also trying to see if I could dampen the noise because it is bonfire weekend. Bonfire night's tomorrow, but bonfire weekend here in the UK where it's like fireworks central, and so it's just like bang 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 all over, all over the place. So I was trying to get the sound right to kind of help with that. I don't think I've achieved it. So if you hear a lot of bangs and a lot of crashes, don't worry about it. It's just bonfire night. And if you're watching from the UK and you're celebrating, enjoying bonfire night, sending you lots and lots of love. Have fun, stay dry, stay safe, and all that good stuff. And for those of you that don't know what bonfire night is, it's very bizarre and obscure. Best just Googling it. That's what I'd recommend. Anyway, welcome to this live stream where we ask anything you want, skincare edition. Honestly, if you've got a question, ask it in the comments and I will answer it. We try and get through as many questions as possible, so just drop it there and I'll go through them in order and try and get to as many of you as possible. Unlike with some, I would say if you're new to this, unlike with some content creators, there is zero charge for asking a question. Not at all. Just drop it and I'll get to you as soon as possible. Thank you, as always, to Tom, who is very kindly moderating on this live stream. And if you're new here, we do these every single Saturday at 6 p.m. UK time, which is 7 p.m. European time, which is 10 a.m. West Coast time, 1 p.m. East Coast time, and about 5 a.m. in the morning if you're watching from Australia. And don't forget, if you're living in one of those countries where the clocks go back tomorrow, remember to put your clocks back because ours went back last week, so it might have messed with the time a little bit. So how is everyone doing? What are we up to? Make sure you drop your questions. I've got lots to get through. And I'm going to start by just doing a few hellos, and then we're going to get straight on into those questions if that works for you guys. So, saying hello to Carolyn, to Jay, to Jan, Suzanne, great to see you all. Katerina, we've got Amy, great to see you. We've got Labrexa, Nissa, Mai, Scott, wonderful to have you all. Hello, Scott. We've got Annika, great to see you, my love. We've got Heather, Harper's, Summit Hells, Sophie, wonderful to catch you all. And yeah, I think YouTube might have cut off some of the very first questions and comments, so if it has, I'm not being rude. I can only respond to what I can see, so if I do miss out your question, just drop it again and I'll get around to it. Sending a big good luck to Fristerberg, by the way, who is competing this weekend, so crossing our fingers and hoping all goes well. Let us know, of course, how it goes. And sending a big happy birthday to Amy too. Amy, sending you lots of many happy returns, and yeah, happy birthday. Hopefully you got lots of gorgeous skincare related things. So let's crack into some of the questions and everything. We do have a couple of updates and stuff, but I'll do that later. Let's just get in with some questions first. So Jay said, couldn't watch the last one, so asking again, can you recommend a good moisturiser for dry, acne-prone skin? I personally really love the Ceramedics line, if you can get it. Ceramedics is a great cruelty-free alternative to CeraVe. I'm not a big fan of CeraVe. I think it's overhyped. I think it's overpriced, and it's not cruelty-free. Ceramedics is kind of cheaper, and I think better. So I would probably go for the Ceramedics. If you're vegan or living a plant-based lifestyle, a good alternative would be the Pacifica Vegan Moisturiser. That's also really good. So something for everyone there. Those would be my two recommendations. Jan says, yeah, the UK time has messed me up. I know, Jan, totally. I've been out of sync all week. It's only an hour, but it feels like it might as well be an eternity. Suzanne, I did read your comment earlier. It's been cut off, but I did read it earlier about how you're travelling home and Damien's keeping you up by screaming at the top of his little lungs. Well, you know what? That's how teething takes some people, Suzanne. So I hope give him a big love from me and say hopefully he feels a little bit better soon. Let's see. Jason, which CeraVe cleanser and moisturiser are your personal favourites? I don't like anything CeraVe. I just don't. I think they're overpriced and I think they're overhyped. For the moisturiser, go Ceramedics. For the cleanser, there's this brand called Face Facts, and they are so much better. More ceramides, better formulations, also cruelty-free. Face Facts are one of my favourites, and they're so cheap. It's like £1.70 here in the UK, so really cheap. CeraVe, there's a reason that people don't talk about it as much. The hype's gone, which I'm glad. I think people just realise it's fine. There's nothing like horrendous about CeraVe. It's just not great either. Katerina says, hello, Rob and everyone. Hello, Katerina. Hope all is amazing with you. you. Suzanne says, Rob, so glad you're back this weekend. I need a recommendation for a wash-off face mask to tackle acne, hypertension, and also soothes. Mummy desperately needs a weekly pick-me-up. Oh, no, that's Suzanne. I hear you. Well, first of all, sorry for all the tech issues. If you were watching last week, it was a bit of a hot mess, wasn't it? Let's be honest. A bit of a hot mess, but you know what? I feel like the lighting's better today. I put some extra lighting in because it was quite dark last week as well. The tech issues are resolved. I think we're on a roll. We're on a roll, people. Suzanne, so you want a wash-off face mask to tackle acne, hypertension, hyperpigmentation, and also soothing. Oh, you don't want much, do you, Suzanne? I mean, well, what would I recommend? Some of my favourite masks that would work. I'm just trying to think what you could get hold of that would work. I think the Follow the Light mask by PSA Skin works really, really well. That I use that on my acne prone skin and hyperpigmentation, and it works amazingly. So let me just see if I can find the link to that. I'm going to try and link stuff as we go along because, it'll be a mess. This is the multi-acids one. I would use it twice a week, and you'll get some really great results. It's soothing because it's quite hydrating. Soothing because it's quite hydrating, so that would work quite well. There's another good option would be for acne, would be the Flavanone Mud, which I think Jan uses, Suzanne, so you might be able to just steal a little of it. That does actually work really well for acne. I find it works really, really well on mine, and that's salicylic acid free, so if you're still avoiding salicylic acid, that would be a good option. I'm just trying to think of other masks that I really, really love. Do you know what you could get, Suzanne? If you're wanting to be super inexpensive and kind of just works, you could buy the Revox azelaic acid 10%. It's in like a silicone creamy base. You could just get that, put a little bit more on than you would normally, so you're wearing it almost like a mask. Leave it on 10 minutes and rinse it off. That would be like a really hot dose of azelaic acid, which will calm and soothe over time, definitely help with the acne, and just kind of make everything feel fabulous. You might, it's like €6. So Suzanne, I know you're in the EU, so it'd be really easy to get a hold of. Maybe just give it a Revox, just azelaic acid 10%. Slap it on like a mask. Leave it on for like 10 minutes. Rinse it off, and you'll definitely notice it works. That might not be a terrible idea, but I also do love the Flavanone Mud. You can, either or would work well. Does that help? Does that help for your weekly pick-me-up? Amy says, hi, thought we were doing this every other week. You are right, Amy. We do these every other week, these live streams. However, I'm doing an extra one this week because two reasons. One, last week was a write-off with the internet. Next week, I may be on a Caribbean cruise at this exact point. And I'll probably be 6 pina coladas into the day. Not sure that you really want a live stream with that going on. just saying. I don't think anyone wants me after 6 pina coladas. No. So I'm flying on Friday. I've been really good this time though. I've got all the videos and stuff pre-recorded, loaded, edited, scheduled, ready to go. I literally have got it, and I've never been this planned before in my life. So I feel like I'm ready. So hopefully, hopefully I'll be as prepared on the day as I feel like I am now. I hope it doesn't all fall apart. But that's kind of why we're doing a live stream today. Jason, did you ever use a faded topicals dark spot serum? I did. It broke me out. I think it works. I think if you've got acne prone skin, it's not gonna, there's a lot of things in there that could break you out, and everyone's unique, so what breaks me out might not break you out and vice versa, but I really found it broke me out, and because I was using it to target my acne hyperpigmentation, kind of defeated the object, so I stopped using it. Also stinks. So the topical faded serum, it does work, and it's packed full of actives, but it smells really funky, like rotten eggs. It was a bit much for me personally. So, let's have a look and see. Amy says, well, I'll do my best to be here. Popping in and out, don't talk to me about, talk about me while I'm gone. Amy, I'm not promising anything. Can't say. So did everyone have a nice Halloween, by the way? We haven't talked since Halloween, have we? Has everyone had a nice Halloween? Did anyone notice, just as a skincare related question, did anyone notice when you're removing your, Halloween war paint and glam, Did you notice your skin went through it? Because I think face paints in general can be one of the harshest things on the skin, like really difficult, especially if you're scrubbing to get off. And like this takes me back. Oh, this takes me back to I was chatting to a friend in the week, and we were having a little bit of a laugh because when I was in university, like it must be like year 3 of university, my one of my friends that I lived with, she decided she was going to go like Halloweening or something, and she went as a Smurf. So got this like blue paint and like basically painted every bit of visible skin blue, and then wore the hat and whatever. She looked great, to be fair. And that was it. Anyway, she came back roaring drunk, like absolutely roaring drunk at like 2 a.m. in the morning, and decided to just sleep in it. Let's just sleep in it and move on with our lives. I was like, okay. And then I like shook her awake at like 7 in the morning because she had to get to work, and she was still dressed as a Smurf, and would peeled herself off the sheets and it was all blue. And jumped in the shower and it wouldn't budge. Like it wouldn't move. She was as blue when she got out of the shower as when she went in, and she was like, I can't go to a public service job looking like this. I was like, no, you can't. We tried everything from like the micellar waters to the cleansers to it. Nothing would go. Like nothing would shift. So I just said to her, I think you might just have to like phone in sick, or like getting the bath and like soak for 2 hours and see if that works. Anyway, I went upstairs to look for some like bath stuff to see if it would help for her. And I came down and my other housemate had solved the problem. And she was like, look, it's coming off really easy. And I was like, oh my God, that looks great. Like the blue was just like coming off the skin. I was like, that's amazing. I was like, what is that cleanser? I need that. My friend was like, oh no, it's Sillet Bang like oven cleaner. I was like, no, yeah. So she thought she'd use what is quite. If anyone's ever used Sillet Bang, it stinks, and it's like heavy duty like oven cleaner. Got all of that red. Yeah, she was in a lot of. There was a lot of moisturizer needed after that, and that we were laughing about it on the phone. I was like, "Yeah, you've not done that since, have you?" She's like, "No." So I would definitely not recommend that. Nobody, repeat, nobody use any cleaning stuff to remove your Halloween makeup. So yeah, tell me the stories. Did anybody struggle to remove their Halloween makeup? Are we all good? Amy says, a new time threw me off too. We set our clocks back in the US tonight. Yes, don't forget, US, throw your clocks back tonight. Don't forget. But not all states. I don't think like Arizona, one of my friends in Arizona, I don't think they do it. But anyway, if you're in one, don't forget to put it back. Jay said, do you all become friends through this chat? Yeah, these live streams have been going for like 3 years. We've got lots of new people join, and we chat, and yeah, it's great. We welcome new members. Like everyone knows each other here, but we welcome new members. Come get involved. And if you are new to these live streams, just let us know. Let us know where you're from. Let us know your skin type, have any preferences. Just tell us something about you. We'd love to hear it. Let's see. Let's see. Nissa says, ready with the first round of Christmas cookies. Oh, I would love to be there. That sounds great. I love a good Christmas cookie. May says, hello from California. Hello, mate. Hope all is amazing with you. And Tom actually says, yeah, most of became friends through the live streams, the Facebook group, which, by the way, the Facebook group is back. Everyone wanted the Facebook group back. It's back. So yeah, log on, use it. Tom, I don't know if you can find a link to how people can find it if they want. I don't know how possible that is because I'm not very good with tech. But yeah, basically the Facebook group is back. And by popular demand. So yeah, let us know on there, post something, engage with the content, whatever you want to do. It's an open forum. We're going to be a lot more chill with it. And how we do it, because basically what the plan is, like before we had a lot of rules. It was like, we're going to be much more chill and open. It's just an open space to discuss skincare. I would say to everybody, please keep it friendly, keep it professional. we don't want any nastiness. There's enough of that in the world. But we're just going to keep it too stupid. Let's go on with the rules. Let's just enjoy ourselves, and yeah. It's an open forum for everyone. Jay says, what's the best option? Skin 1004 and Beauty of Joe Stunt. We answered that last week. Skin 1004. Annika says, hi Robin, everyone. Happy live and great rest of the weekend. Same to you, Annika. Sending you lots and lots of love. Can I use azelaic acid and retinoid in the same routine? Yes, you absolutely can. I would recommend using retinoids and azelaic acid together. They work really, really well together. Heather, great to see you, my love. Sophie says, happy Saturday, everyone. Rob, are you attending any fireworks display over the weekend? Sophie, I'm not actually. No, I'm not doing. We're not doing fireworks this weekend. Not for any particular reason. I've got pets, and they're all pretty fine with fireworks. Like I know a lot of dogs and cats hate the bangs and the. I mean, I've got Lorne right here, my puppy. He's not really a puppy anymore. He likes to watch the fireworks out the window as they're going off. He doesn't care. The cats are they're fine. So I'm lucky in that respect. But I tend not to do fireworks. Yeah, I tend not to do fireworks. And it's going to rain all weekend, so I was like, I don't really want to go to a display because it's just going to rain. So no, I'm being a bit of a Scrooge when it comes to bonfire night this weekend. My mum's doing some up in Leeds. She's doing some with my niece and nephew. So they'll probably send me pictures and they'll probably send me videos of that. So I'll get in the spirit of it. Harper says, hi Rob, what's the difference between the Allies vitamin C you bought and the one I bought, the 35% perfecting serum? Oh, so yes. Yeah, so Allies of Skin do 2 strengths of vitamin C. The 20% is available internationally. The highest strength is only available in the US and certain countries. So I've never actually tried the highest strength because I can't get it here in the UK. But basically, it just comes down to the strength and also the formulation. It has different consistency. The highest strength is a little oilier in consistency, and it has to be because of that vitamin C and the stability. The 20% I find is much nicer in terms of the texture and a little bit more hydrating. I personally would go for the 20%. I don't think you need to have a 35% vitamin C in your routine unless you absolutely, if your skin loves it, then go for it. But I think most people will do well with 20%. But that's the difference. There's not a whole lot difference, but the texture is slightly different, and obviously the strength. But I'm glad that you're getting used to the texture of the 35%. It is a lovely product. It is a really nice product. I just personally prefer the 20%. Going to keep going with the questions, but a little bit of should we do a few updates? I like to smash these updates in between things. So this week, really, really excitingly, did film my first podcast. Yeah, never done a podcast before. It was a bit weird in a good way, but I was like, oh, I don't know. It felt like you were like being interviewed, but anyway, it was with Kelly Driscoll, who I'm pretty sure most of you probably watch her content anyway. If you don't, definitely do because she's amazing. So she approached me and she was like, I run a podcast on podcast channels and also on her YouTube channel. Would you like to be a guest? And I'm like, absolutely. Like I've been watching Kelly's videos since long before I started my channel, so I jumped at the chance. And so she said, we did like a bit of a back and forth where we answered some viewers' questions and had a chat. Anyway, it was supposed to be 45 minutes. Yeah, it's supposed to be 45 minutes long, an hour and a half, and we were still talking. We just clicked. It was so much fun. If you do want to watch that podcast, by the way, it's on the 20th of November over on Kelly's channel. I'll put a post up linking it if anyone wants to check it out. But yeah, on the 20th of November, that's going to go live, and it was really exciting. My first podcast. I was like, I don't know, it was just really, really exciting to do something totally different, and I loved every minute of it. And I can confirm, because I've met a fair few content creators through this. I'd say it's a 50-50 split. Some are absolutely gorgeous human beings, like Abby Young, like the nicest person you could, in our exchanges that we've had, like the nicest person ever. And some are not very nice. I'm not going to name any names. I'm not going to do that. But some are not very nice. And I can hands down say that Kelly Driscoll is one of the nicest people I've ever spoken to, on camera and chat. She's so lovely. So yeah, check that out if you like a podcast and you want to say, yeah, it was really, really good fun. So that's the update to that. Update, I know a lot of people are asking about the peptide serum. We've approved the formulation. It's all done. We're just going into manufacture. So I'm hoping by the end of this year that'll be in. I'm very excited about that, which is kind of cool. And we've done our charity drive for this year. Oh, for those of you that don't know, for those of you that haven't heard yet, so The Ordinary have their sale on, 23% off everything, as do Neod. And every year we do a little bit of a charity drive. So I do a video sharing my favourites from both brands, and there's links in the description. If you use those links to shop, the channel gets a percentage of commission, and we donate all that commission to charity for the month of November. So it's kind of a way of giving back. Anyway, we have crashed through the $4,000 pound. Oh, 4,000 something mark. The dollar and the pound is pretty much the same now anyway. So anyway, when it last crashed, we crashed through the 4,000 mark, which is good. And we're only 4 days in. So it's just going to keep growing and growing and growing, which is, yeah, amazing. So thank you to anybody who shopped using those links. And we're donating to a charity. Again, the link to the charity is in the video. Supporting people with albinism in Africa, which I think is a really good cause. And I think it's going to be, yeah, I know it's going to do so much good. So yeah, if you did want to shop anything The Ordinary or NIOD, check out those videos that I did on the 1st of November. Check out those and use those links, and it doesn't cost you anything. We get the commission, doesn't cost you anything, and we just donate it. Anyway, so I just wanted to say thank you, because yeah, it's gone. We're already tracking ahead of where we were last year, so hopefully we'll be able to donate so much more, which is so good. Hell says, hi Rob from a 28-degree island, sending love to Cyprus from a 4-degree UK, wet, windy and miserable. So I might come and join you in Cyprus, Hells. I think I might need to. Sophie says, are you planning on bringing out the candles and wax melts by the end of the year? Yes, I got them. I got them. I just need to sort it out. I was wondering whether to coincide it with the rebranding, but I think we might just go ahead and do it before. But by the end of the year, absolutely, yeah, absolutely. I've been desperate to get them out. I was just choosing the right time, if that makes sense. And there's a bit of an update in terms of the Mad About Skin line. I know a lot of people are waiting for the super serum to come back in stock. We were hoping that we wouldn't have to do anything between now and the rebranding, which is at the start of the year. But you guys sold it out. Sold out like that, went mad, which is good. And I'm very, very grateful. So we did a bit of an emergency order, and I rang up the lab and were like, please, can you just do me a favour, do an emergency order? And they said, we can. And it's ready to go. So it's on its way to me now. So hopefully we'll be able to restock that and it'll be back in stock. So if you're waiting on the serum to be back in stock, sign up to the newsletter and you'll get a notification next week of when it's back in stock. The only change is, so the formulation is identical. We couldn't get the usual bottles. So we're using the same bottle, but in a 30ml, not a 50ml. That's just because that's what we could get our hands on. Like I say, it was an emergency, so it is what it is. So the price is coming down accordingly. So yeah, instead of it being 50ml, 30ml, but we're not keeping the same price. Don't worry. We're not all about that. I know there are some shady brands out there that would just do that and hope no one notice. We're not about that. So it will be a 30ml bottle, not a 50ml bottle. That's still, 30ml is the standard serum size. But I'll be bringing the price down accordingly. So don't worry. And hopefully in the next few days, yeah, I'm very excited. I'm very, very excited. But there will be limited stock. So I would say if you do want to get your hands on it, now will be the time. Scott said, I was wondering about the candles and wax melts. Yeah, I promise it will be the month of November. There you go. You heard it here first, people. Promise. I was kind of holding out for the rebrand at the start of next year, but I just don't think, we can kind of do that. I just think there'll be too much. Yeah, I'm working on it. But the rebrand is going really, really well. We're ahead of schedule, so that's the main thing. Let's see. Tom's also suffering through the cold, -2 degrees. Oh, it's so cold. I've got the best hot water bottle in the world, and so I can stay warm. It's all good. Amy says, can you give us a hint about the colours of the new packaging? Oh yeah, Amy, it's going to be colour. Yeah, we've got so many different. Every product is going to be have different coloured packaging. It's going to be bright. It's going to be uplifting. It's going to be fabulous. We've got gold embossing on there. It looks phenomenal. I am so unbelievably happy with it. It looks like, oh yeah, it just looks so good. I should be able to share something with you in the next couple of weeks. But yeah, it's got all my favorite colors in there. They're all like that beautiful sort of like beautiful shades and tones. It just looks so good. Like I said, we've got a little bit of gold embossing and the new logo looks phenomenal. But I think so. I might be biased. It's everything I wanted. I couldn't be happier, Amy. And it's going to be so good because the packaging is also changing. So like for the cleanser, we're going with, instead of the round tubes, we're going for a more flat tube, which just feels so much more elegant. For the moisturizer, again, upgrading it, so it's going to have like the full lock cap, so you won't have any issues. Like, it's just going to be such amazing. We have on some of the dropper bottles, we're having the little stoppers in, so it takes off the excess product, so there'll be zero leaking. It's like just about elevating things a little bit more, if that makes sense. We're gonna go for the bullet on the lip balm. We've got the larger tub for people that want to use the balm all over the body. It's just much more. It's kind of encompassing everything I've learned in the past like 2-3 years and kind of put it into practice. I'm so happy, so happy. Jan says, Rob, can you tell us if your peptide serum will contain copper peptides, and if so, will it be blue? Oh, good question, Jan. Yes, it's actually got 3% concentration of copper peptides, which is the highest you're gonna find on the market. Any higher, and all testing has been done up to 3%. So I want to go for the highest that is scientifically backed, and that's what we've gone for. It's also going to be encapsulated, which means it's easier to layer and pair with your other actives, and it's going to be much more applicable to sensitive skin types as well. So that's great, because that encapsulation, it takes down some of that blue coloration, but it doesn't get rid of it entirely. It's got a nice blue hue to it. It looks beautiful. Yeah, it's got a bluish hue to it, which is beautiful, but the encapsulation means that even though it's got a higher percentage, it doesn't look quite as blue as some others that don't have that encapsulation. If you go for like full 100% encapsulation, like Naturium, for example, it's clear, even though it's got copper peptides in. I didn't want to go down that route. I wanted a mixture of two. So we've got a super high concentration part encapsulated, and that gives just the most beautiful hue. Beautiful hue. I think you'll love it. Reve, great to see, my love. How is everything with you? Krista says, also want info on the super serum, now completely out. Don't worry, Krista, in a week. It's coming, Krista, it's coming. I promise. Let's see. Miss Shill says, I love the videos on Desi himself. It was very helpful. I've never tried the Neo products due to the price point, but picked up the copper peptide products at 50% off. That's the good thing. All of the Neo copper peptide products, 50% off. Like, that is like bargain central. I stocked up. It's so good. It's so good. Even though I'm coming out with my own copper peptide products, still stocked up because I love them. Absolutely love them. Let's see. Tom says, I was in London this past Wednesday when it was snowing house. I know, I was like, London? You weren't in London, Tom. You'd have come and seen me. London, Ontario. Different. May says, I purchased the PSA Silver Lining Clarifying Cream based on your recommendation. Love that product. Can I use it in the same routine as the AHA, BHA, such as Mad About Skin Exfoliator? You can. All I would say, mate, is, so yes, absolutely you can, but I would introduce one, wait a little bit, and then introduce another, because I think if you introduce them both at the same time, it might be too much. But yeah, you absolutely can. The only reason I say that is the clarifying cream by PSA is some very, very gentle exfoliators in. So if you use an exfoliator with it, it could actually enhance the performance, but equally it could increased sensitivity, so just be mindful of that, but you can use them together. Ian, great to see you, my love. Sending love to London. And are you doing anything for bonfire night? They usually have some great firework displays in London. I don't know what the plans are, so yeah, let me know, Ian, what you're up to. And lovely to see you. Let's see. Daniela, great to see you, my love. Sending love to Germany. Hell says, oh yes, Guy Fawkes. Memories of London in the late 60s. Absolutely. Rita, great to see you, my love. Like She Not. Love that name. Says, hello from California, and love your jelly cleanser. Thank you so much. That makes me very, very happy. And one thing that we've actually managed to do with the rebrand, while we're on the rebrand, just reminded me when you said about the cleanser. Oh God, you guys are going to love the new sunscreen packaging, by the way. It is so stunning and uplifting, and it looks so bougie and fabulous. And we've got two sizes. We've got the family size, and we've got the like the size now, and then the family size, which is bigger and cheaper mil for mil, which I know people will love. And the jelly cleanser, what we've been able to do is, where it's not required for regulations, we've been able to do away with the outer packaging. So with the cleanser used to come in a tube and then a box, and that box is just a lot of cardboard, not great for the environment. We worked around making sure everything was included on the tube, so half the packaging that there previously was. So we've been able with this rebrand to actually dramatically reduce the total amount of packaging, which I am really, really pleased for, because I love nice packaging, but I also think you should be mindful of the environment. So we've been able to reduce the packaging, increase the amount of recycled content, so it's all environmentally friendly, which makes me very, very happy. Stephanie, great to see you. Robin, how are you? My love? Hope everything is amazing. Suzanne says, love your Destiny videos. I need to make my list ASAP. It's a tight budget this year. This is true, Suzanne. I think everyone's everyone's living on a tight budget this year, which is why I would encourage everyone before they shop the ordinary sale, which is amazing, and there's so many great stuff there, and there's so many great savings. But before you do, make a list and work out, what am I actually going to use? What am I going to get through? What am I going to benefit from? Because last year I over-ordered and I didn't actually get through it all, and I hate waste. So I gave it away because I didn't want to waste it, but equally, that's wasteful for my money, isn't it? So yeah, I would say to everyone, shop with a list. Work out your list, check it twice, like Christmas, and then place your order in. That's my top tip for shopping Decium. Dylan, great to see you, my love. I'm doing wonderfully. How are you, my love? How are you? Revi say 333K subscribers. Oh my god, yeah, we've got 333. That's lucky for someone. Let's see. Yeah, 333,000 subscribers, which honestly is like mind blowing. I genuinely don't know how we got there. I don't know how we got there. It kind of just happened, didn't it? But thank you. If you're a new subscriber and you know, thank you so much. It does seem like yesterday we're celebrating 100K. We celebrated that in April. So yeah, in half a year we've accumulated 233,000 new subscribers. So thank you guys. And on that note, I'm going to take a sip of my tea. If you haven't already, if you could minimize the chat, hop over to that like button, give it a gentle caress, and then when you come back to the chat, it'll take you back to where you were. But I always say thank you for the likes, because the more likes a video gets, the more widely YouTube actually distributes it. So it just means as many people as possible can, yeah, enjoy our Mad About Skin family. Oh, such good tea. That is such good tea. Amy says thanks for the birthday wishes. No, Amy, it's a pleasure. 26 again, I believe. Was that right? 26 again? I'm 28 next, if anyone asks. I've lost the best part of a decade, but it doesn't matter. Who's counting? Dylan said, I ordered the Mad About Skin cleanser yesterday. He uses shaving cream as well. And also this moisturiser with the urea with my retinol. Oh, you're going to love it. And one of the things thank you for your order, by the way, Dylan. Thank you so much. And one of the things we are looking to do with the Mad About Skin line next year is we're going to come out with a body moisturiser that's going to have a higher concentration of urea. So again, use of the body for extra smoothing. We've got a lot of exciting things lined up, and this new packaging has kind of just opened everything and given us the option. Sophie says, lovely colour jumper, Rob. Thank you. The hot pink. This, a Primark special. Paid £4.50 for it. Bargain. It's so warm. Do you know what? It's so warm. And you never lose me in a crowd. No, never lose me in a crowd. Wore this when I went to the theme park with my brothers. They always knew where I was. like a Belisha beacon. A great big pink beacon. Danielle said, question from last week. What is your opinion on chemical peels like glycolic? I like a chemical peel. I would encourage everyone to pay for a professional to do it. I know you can do them at home, and the temptation is to save some money, do it at home. I just think the risks outweigh the benefits. I would save up. I would have it done professionally in office, because there's also 1,000,001 different peels available. So go to a professional and say which would suit your skin and what you want out of it. I remember when I went for a peel, I went in wanting a salicylic acid peel, oily skin, salicylic acid. It was logical to me. And they said, well, what do you want to treat? And I was like, hyperpigmentation. I'm like, well, that's a rubbish idea then. Go for a Jesner's peel, which is a blended peel that is targeting hyperpigmentation. And I got better results. So I think, you know, go see someone face to face with my recommendation with the chemical peel. It's worth paying to see a professional to kind of get it. That's it. Scott says, Rob, is 2023 the year of the copper peptides? It seems like they're trending. It does, and I feel really bad. I've been working on a copper peptide serum for a year and a half now, and I feel really bad, like I'm just jumping on a trend. But so when my copper peptide serum comes out, know that this has been in work for a year and a half. This isn't just, ooh, something's trendy, better create a product. just because it's coming out at the same time as a lot of others. But there are, unfortunately, a lot of bad copper peptide serums out there. There's a lot of, like, minute amounts out. I'm like, really? If you want to use copper peptides, look for them in a 1%, a 2%, or a 3% concentration. Anything less than 1%, you're not going to be getting as maximum benefits. Anything over 3% could be irritating. 1%, 2%, or 3% is like perfection. But yeah, I do think like coming into 2024, copper peptides are going to be a big trend. Other skincare trends in the next year, I think we're going to have streamlining is going to continue. That's been a trend this year, but it's going to continue. Lots of people looking to streamline their routine down. Lots of talk of encapsulation. I think that's gone a bit overboard. Like encapsulating high potency actives like copper peptides, like retinoids, like vitamin C's can be beneficial. Encapsulating hyaluronic acid, what's the point? There is 0 point. So I think be careful of encapsulation. It's a good idea, but don't pay more for something that doesn't need to be encapsulated, would be my recommendation. But they're the 2 hot trends I can see coming this year, Scott. Carolyn says, sorry for asking again. The question seems to be cut off for last week. No, Carolyn, never apologise. I know YouTube sometimes cuts questions off, so it can be a little bit difficult. So no, ask away. Says, you can ask anything you want, Carolyn. How often should I use the Heroin Toner by PSA Skin? I use it, personally, I use it twice a week. I know a lot of people use it once a week. I think twice a week is tops. Wednesday and Sunday. Perfect. I think any more than that, and it can be irritating, so I would just keep it to that. I would keep it to twice a week. If you've got very sensitive skin, once a week, more than enough. But twice a week is the tops. But that's a great question. Chi says, how should I prepare for a chemical peel and aftercare? Well, hopefully you'd be having the chemical peel with a professional and you would have an assessment before, go away, and then return for the treatment. And they should give you some advice. I mean, general rules for a chemical peel is make sure your exfoliation game's on point, because I know you're having a chemical peel for exfoliation, but you don't want the first bit of your chemical peel just to be fighting through dead skin. You know, for the month before a peel, I make sure I have a really good exfoliation game, so that way I'm going to be getting maximum bang for my buck out of that chemical peel. Aftercare, sunscreen. Now, I will say one top tip: if you're having a chemical peel, usually the esthetician, the dermatologist that's doing the peel, will have their favorite brand that they work with and they're sponsored by, so they'll apply the sunscreen before you leave the office because you need to protect the skin. And usually it's that awful CeraVe gloopy horrible sunscreen, or that Murad one that's like a grease slick. Basically they use the sunscreen which they're sponsored or they're affiliated with or whatever. So my top tip actually would be, when you go for a chemical peel, take your favorite sunscreen with you. Make sure it's a good one, SPF 50 plus. Take your sunscreen with you and then say to them, I don't want your crap. I don't want your rubbish. Use my use this sunscreen, which is my favourite. Because I think the number of times I've left a peel and I've had this thick, gloopy, awful sunscreen on, I cannot wait to get home and wash off. And you shouldn't, because you should leave your skin alone for 6 or 7 hours afterwards. So I would say take a nice sunscreen that you enjoy, that works well with your skin, to your appointment, and just ask kindly. Just ask the esthetician or the dermatologist. They don't care. They won't mind. Could we use this one? Could we apply this one after? And that's something I've learned, because there is nothing worse than having that awful CeraVe white casty gloopy greasy sunscreen on for 6 hours and you can't wash it off. So yeah, that would be my top tip. But I just follow their advice. They're before and after care. They're the professionals. They've seen you face to face. Follow their advice. Let's see. Susan says, do you think the neocopramino isolate lipid penetrates deeper into the skin because it's lipid based? Yes. There is actually. So if you look, that Neod product, the copramino isolate lipid, is one of the first skincare products to be patented. There's been patents around before, but they've actually just got a patent on it. So, and that's because of that technology. So it is proven to penetrate more effectively because it's in a lipid. It's got a better delivery mechanism, and they've actually trademarked it. So that costs a lot, and that process costs a lot because they wanted to do it obviously to protect their intellectual property. So yeah, definitely does work better than the average. It costs more though. So I had to think about, when I was creating my own serum, I was thinking I go down a lipid base. Makes sense. Going on a lipid base, you're looking at £70 or £80 per product. That's not in line with the rest of my skincare brand or with what I know people are looking for. So I decided against that. Lipids will give you better penetration, but you can get around that by going for a higher concentration. It's about balancing it up. But yes, the copper amino isolate lipid, that 1% that's in there, because it's a lipid, is the equivalent of probably 3%. Whereas the 3% is higher, but less is getting there because of this formulation. So you need to bear that in mind. So yeah. Robin says, oh no, total rescue, and don't bother coming to work on Monday to Tom. Yeah, Tom, I always say this. If you're not feeling well, nobody wants you in the office. Get home, chill, look after number one. Stephanie says, does the Geek and Gorgeous have a holiday sale? Yes. On the 17th of this month, I have my big Black Friday sales mega video thing where all of the brands I know are having sales, I pulled it all together. So you guys have a one-stop shop for where all the sales info. And there are a lot of sales out there this year. Yes. Geek and Gorgeous will be having a sale. I don't think I'm allowed to say what it is just yet, but they are. And Geek and Gorgeous have one sale a year on Black Friday, one a year. Like, and that's because their products are already ridiculously affordable. So definitely one that I'm looking forward to. Elizabeth says, I love your YouTube channel. Thank you, Elizabeth. You're too kind. Sending you lots and lots of love. Krista says, baking pumpkin cranberry muffins for brunch. Oh, hosting brunch. Where's my invite, Krista? I will be coming over. You're invited to bring some Mad About Skin serum with you. Right, okay. So I'll trade you a muffin for some Mad About Skin serum. Deal? I love you, Krista. Let's see. Xanax says, hi Rob, happy to be part of the live. Happy to have you, my love. Thank you so much for joining. Hell says, Rob, have you heard of SVR products? Yes. Over here, they're slightly cheaper than CeraVe. SVR are amazing. I particularly love their toner if they're like blemish toner, if you've got really oily skin. If you're in like middle of summer heat wave in Europe, when I went to Rome, my face felt like it was melting off. It was so greasy all the time. I got that SVR toner, right? It was like matte all day long. Game changer. Their cleansers, beautiful. They have a moisturizer. Oh, if you're living in like Italy, Spain, Cyprus, I think they're also stocked in France, and you can get SVR as a brand. They do a 50% urea foot cream. You put that on your feet, put a sock over it, go to sleep, do that just twice. You will have the smoothest sandal ready feet of your entire existence. So good. So good. So yeah, SVR Hells, great brand. Love them. Manthan says, how long does lactic acid take to work? How many times should I use it? In a week, twice a week, I think is enough. You'll start seeing results after 4 weeks. I would say that's on average. I think that's on average. TLSP says, that colour looks fab on you. Thank you. That's very, very kind. Love you. Harper's says, does sub-Q skin have copper peptides in it? Still have a bunch in the fridge. I know it has matrixyl. It does. It's got copper peptide derivatives, which is why it's not blue, but it still works. They still work in the same way. Derivatives, copper peptides, it works in the same way, but that's why they're not blue. It's a very specific form of copper peptide that's blue. The one in sub-Q, I think, is just as effective, but it isn't blue, if that makes sense. Suzanne said, thanks for the PSA recommendation, Rob. I've looked at this one. You're a lifesaver. Flavanone mask might be a stocking stuffer for Jan. Buy it now, Suzanne. It's cheaper. Definitely. And actually, Suzanne, if you do buy the PSA Follow the Light mask, it's buy one, get one free at the moment. So, obviously buy 2, because one's free. Save it. Give it to Jan for Christmas. Shh. You heard it here first. He'll love it. He'll absolutely love it. Oh, if you do shop PSA, by the way, everyone, if anyone's interested in PSA or Allies of Skin, they're buy one, get one free at the moment for the whole of November. But I have a discount code with them that I didn't think would work with the buy one, get one free, because normally brands are like, no, we give you buy one, get one free, you don't get to use a discount code at the same time. You absolutely do. So the buy one, get one free works with the discount code. It's just Robert, all capital letters. It gets you 15% off. Like, yeah, I just... do it. I'm not sponsored. They don't sponsor me. Just might as well use it if you can. Save some money. So Manthan says, under eye pigmentation, can anything be done about it? Absolutely, but it will take a long time to see results. So you've just got to be patient. But yes, it can absolutely. I would recommend niacinamide can be great under eye treatment. Vitamin C derivatives can work really well. Massage can be really effective. Even if it's just circular motions working into the tear duct, do that 20 times with your cleanser morning and night. That can make real difference. You've just got to have patience. It takes a long time. May says, Rob, FYI, Numbuzin 5 concentrated series back in stock. Yes. Thank you for that heads up. I will be buying some this evening. You guys have the best, like, heads up. Suzanne says, Revox will be a good shot too. Thank you, Rob. I love you. Love you too, Suzanne. I love Revox as well. Jan says, it could be funny. So yeah, sending you lots and lots of love. Zorro says, you're the best. Thank you. Thank you. You're too kind. Tom says, we might get the Macarena out of Rob after 6 pina coladas. You might. You never know. You never know, guys. Amy says, ooh, the cruise is here already. We need to see Tipsy Rob in your swimwear by the pool. Oh, Amy, the world isn't ready for that. I can't stomach the sight of that. What's that? I am, do you know what? I'm totally, by the pool though, I'm like the worst. So I like to sit under the parasol because I don't like to be in the direct sun. I find it like sweat making. And also I hate sunscreen on the body. Like my number one thing I hate. No, I hate the feel. And so I bought some. They're really nice. I should have shown you them. I bought some like UV like swim t-shirt things. They're really nice. Actually really trendy compared to the usual used to be garbage. These are really nice. And I got one in a really nice teal green colour, one in a really nice like grey colour. They look really, really good. So I'll have them on, and it means I don't have to apply my sunscreen to the body, and it just makes it so much easier. I'll have to. I'll next time. I'll share with you. They're really, really nice. Let's see. Do you want to see? Let me see if I can find a picture. If anyone's interested, they do men's and women's this UV. Let's have a look. Let me see if I can just find this brand that I actually got mine from. Oh, Solbari. Anyway, I'll send you. I'll put the link of the one that I bought. Helped the guy that's advertising it is ridiculously handsome. I will not look as good in this as he does, but it's fine. Let me just I'll leave the link there. Check that out. They do women's stuff as well, guys and women's, and it's really, really nice. They're really nice stuff. So that's my like holiday saviour. I think I bought 2 and they were like £60 together, £30 each. It means I just have to be constantly bothering with like sun cream and whatever. Jan says, "Oh, have a great holiday, Rob. Tell us what skincare you're packing." I have a video. What skincare I'm bringing? I have a video coming up. Jan, once again you've read my mind. Thank you, Sophie, saying have a lovely cruise. Thank you. Mickey says, "Good afternoon, Rob." Afternoon. I love your videos. Oh, thank you. Sending you lots and lots of love. Thank you for your love and kindness. Hell says, "Cruise is the best. If I could take my dog, I'd be on one each month." Same. So no one needs to worry about this dog here. He's going to be very well looked after. He's very well looked after. My grandma's going to look after him, but actually he goes to the dog looker after Dave is his name. My dog Lorne loves Dave, like he's like his best mate in the whole world, and so he will be very happy. Kieran says, "Hi Rob, what do you think of the new reformulated Fenty Skin Hydra Visor? Enjoy the Caribbean cruise." Thank you. I just came home today from it. Oh, Kieran, we could have ended up on the same cruise. Hope you had a lovely time. I haven't tried the new one. I didn't know they reformulated it. I'm gonna have to try that now. I have been wanting to experiment with new sunscreens. I've got the Dr. V Unzinkable on rotation at the moment, trying that one out. I might just have to try the new formulation for Fenty, so thanks for the heads up. Have you heard or tried Beauty of Joseon Red Beam Refreshing Pore Mask? I cannot get it. I have been wanting to try it for months and I cannot get it. I even reached out to Beauty of Joseon and was like, could you say happy to pay like for the shipping, for everything? Just please, can I buy one? And like, we don't have any in stock that we can ship to you. I was like, great. I've been desperate to try it, but I will try it. Jan says, "We had a little dress up at school. Nothing too scary. We had a parents' evening at school. Melted face paint in this heat is not a good look." Oh yeah. Oh, in the Thai heat with the face paint, that could be a whole hot mess. I bet you still look gorgeous, Jan. Still look gorgeous. Surf Lad, great to see you. Sending love to Australia. See where we are. Oh, I've lost where we are. Hopefully I'll find it. Let's see. Victoria. Oh, thank you for your generosity, Victoria. That's very, very kind. I want to ask a question, but it won't fit in one message. Ask away, Victoria. Ask anything you'd like. The question is, please can you advise a good full skincare routine for recently ex-smoker who works with a lot of pollutants? Oh, yeah, no, that's absolutely fine. First of all, congratulations on giving up smoking. I always think, I think as a non-smoker, I know a lot of my non-smoking friends are like, it's easy, just give up. And I'm like, if it was that easy, everyone would, right? So I always think congratulations for giving up, and that's kind of the best thing you can do for your skin. And I read somewhere that the skin starts to like recover post-smoking after just a month, so pretty good. So you're wanting anti-aging, sensitive skin, dry, dull, sometimes shine around the T-zone. Please help, clueless tomboy. Don't worry. Actually, I don't think you're clueless, because the fact that you know what you want is a start, because I know a lot of people say, I want a skincare routine and I have no idea what I want. So at least you know what your skin type is. It's not clueless at all. So a couple of things. So I'd start pretty simple, because I don't think, I think a lot of people go from like 0 to 60 with their skincare, and that doesn't do your skin any favors. So start gentle. So go for a nice cleanser, and I would recommend for cleansers, go to the drugstore. You don't need to overpay. Go to the drugstore and test out a good few cleansers. Feel the texture and see what texture you like. Because every cleanser will have a tester there. We'll do at our drugstores here, and they'll each have a different texture. And choose one that you like. Some people like a foamier texture, some people like a creamier one. Take a wet wipe with you or like a makeup wipe because, you know, you'll be trying them on, you have to wipe them off. But yeah, play around with textures because I think finding the right cleanser with the right texture that you enjoy will set your routine up for success because you'll look forward to applying it to the skin. It'll feel gorgeous. You'll be like, yes, I want to do this. So I think that's the first thing I would say. And maybe if you were saying that you've kind of got dry and dull skin, I would probably go for something that's slightly creamier to start with. I think that would probably help. Then for your second step, I would get a nice all-in-one serum. Don't overload it. Just go for an all-in-one serum that's got lots of different actives, especially one that's going to brighten. One of my favorites is the Face Theory Exaglow Serum. That's a really great option. It's got some tranexamic acid in there. It's got some other great brightening. So that'll help tackle some of the dullness that you say you've got in your skin, but also calm and soothe at the same time. So I think that would be a really good option. But just something, if you can't get Face Theory, the Bubble Daydream Serum, also really good. And that's it. But look for a multi-active formulation. And then I would then get yourself a really nice sunscreen. So sunscreens are really important. Choose, again, you can play around with textures, one that you like. The other things that I would include is a great antioxidant. So you'll have some, you know, smoking can cause oxidative stress. Well, it does cause oxidative stress. Sorry, I've got cat hair. It does cause oxidative stress. So even after you smoke, you'll still have the free radicals going around. So a good antioxidant can be really good. There are lots of different ones on the market. I created my own from the Mad About Skincare line that has 15 different antioxidants in one formulation. It's on sale at the moment, which is really good. The Survival by Neod, also a really great option. But I think an antioxidant is going to be the secret to getting like maximum results in the shortest space of time. So yeah, I would say an antioxidant is really, really good. So that's really all you need to start out with. A cleanser with a beautiful texture you want to use, a multi-active serum, an antioxidant, and you use the serum and antioxidant morning and evening, and a sunscreen that you can use on the morning. That way that'll do a whole lot for your skin. And then you can build up from there. So obviously you're going to want to incorporate retinoids in the future, but kind of don't worry about that now. Just get those steps sorted. You'll see great results, and then you can progress from there. I think sometimes we panic and we go in for too much. Exfoliation is also really, really good. Once a week is what I would do. Just exfoliate before you then do your rest of your skincare routine. And a great exfoliator is the Ordinary Lactic Acid 10%. Super cheap, super effective. Once a week, I would just put a good amount of it on, leave it on for 15-20 minutes, wash it off, and then do the rest of your skincare routine. Some people use it as a leave-on treatment, but I find that way it just keeps it super simple. Put it on, wash it off after 20 minutes, get on with the rest of your routine. Does that help? Does that help, Victoria? Hopefully that helps. But I'd say, first of all, it's never like giving up smoking is the best thing you can do for your skin. If you work with a lot of, you know, pollutants and things like that, key thing, get the antioxidant. A good antioxidant will definitely work. And hopefully that's helped. If you need any of those names, by the way, listed, just drop a comment in the main comment section after this live, and I'll list out them with some links and things for you if you need them. So just let me know. Let's see. Maria says, which retinol is best? I like retinal. Medicate do a great one. I do a great one. Naturium do a great one. I'm trying to think. Geek and Gorgeous have a great one. Retinal is my preferred. But yeah. Susan said, not interested in black removal videos. Might be the minority on this one. They're very popular, but I always say to people, I create a range of content to appeal to a range of what people are looking for. Like, at the end of the day, like in the average, I think I looked at the stats this morning. So in the average month, we get 80 million views here on the channel. About 65 million of those are blackhead removal video views that people love. The rest is what I call like main content, which is the main videos and some of like the other shorts. So they're very popular, but there's also a lot of content out there. So I say if people don't like one style of video, there's lots out there. And I want to be just create what people like watching. And I know people watch the channel for different reasons, and there's no right or wrong. Watch what you want to watch. I always say to people, I'm not offended if you skip a video that you don't want to watch. I won't be offended, promise. Jan says, hi folks. Rob was a beautiful retinol, quite a Halloween costume. Jan, I could dress up. Yeah, my next Halloween costume, I need to come as like a giant bottle of something, don't I? I did when I was 17, dress as a beer bottle for Halloween. I have no idea why. Well, I do know why. I left it too late, went to the fancy dress shop, and all they had was a giant like bottle of like Cause Light or something, and I went to a Halloween party dressed as that. Not my finest moment. May says, any recommendations on an affordable and cruelty-free salicylic acid cleanser? Yeah, two favourite ones. Q&A Skin. It's classed as a body wash, but it's absolutely fine for the face. I use it all the time. Really cost effective and cruelty free. And the Inklist one is really good. I'm not the biggest fan of the Inklist brand, but they are affordable, they are cruelty free, and that salicylic acid wash is one of my favourites. Preppy says, what age is good for skincare products? Any age. I'd say, 13. Might be having some hormonal changes, looking to kind of tackle some early breakouts. Great place to start with a skincare routine. Up to like 70. If you've never had a skincare routine, you've hit 70 and you want to just feel amazing in your skin, great age to start. Like, there's no right or wrong. Start whatever. I mean, I wouldn't be using high potency retinoids on a 13-year-old face. I don't think there's any need for it. But I think as long as you match the products to your age and what your skin needs, any age is good. Any age is good. Let's see. Natalie says, do you have chickens anymore? I do. Yeah, we got chickens. They're out there. They do not care at all about the fireworks. They're busy, all tucked up. I put extra hay in. They're very warm and cozy. But yeah, it's still good. They're not laying at the moment because it's winter, so 0 eggs. But they're still eating me out of house and home. Like, I go through bags and bags of chicken food. No eggs to show for it. Just saying. Let's see. Katerina says, I have very dry skin and I use regular Nivea as a night cream. Could you give some tips on a vegan alternative? Thicker the better. I don't mind greasy. That's all good. You got a couple of options, Katerina. Have you tried, I believe it's vegan. Do double check. I believe it's vegan. The Phytoceramides by The Ordinary, that is a beautiful, beautiful moisturizer. And if you like it thicker, you just put 2 layers on. Put 1 layer on, let it sink in, put another layer on top. Bliss. Similar price point to Nivea as well, which is great. I believe it's vegan. I believe Pacifica do a moisturizer, which is a little bit more expensive. Definitely vegan, but oh my gosh, does it feel like the best moisturizer you have ever tried. It is beautiful. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Those are my top recommendations. Nissa says, yes, Rob's on Kelly's podcast. I love it. Yeah, I love her podcast. So I was genuinely honoured. I was quite starstruck when she asked me. Amy says, podcast, which Kelly just got, what? You're famous. I don't know about famous, Amy. When they asked me to go on like Come Dancing or any of the big set, then I'll know. No. It was just such an honour. And yeah, I loved it. Danielle says, I love the Dr. Sam Intensive for dry skin. A great option. Let's see. Scott says, very cool. Can't wait to see you and Kelly. What a great combo. She was so lovely. Amy says, Rob, when are you going to do a podcast with Hiram? I haven't been asked. I would do it. I would definitely do it. Now I've got over my fear of podcasts because this was quite daunting to do the first one. I would do it. It'd be nice to chat. Watch your space, Amy. Nancy said, have you met James Welsh in person? I haven't met James in person, actually. We've communicated, and he is genuinely a doll, like so lovely, genuinely so lovely, but I haven't met in person. But when you just get good vibes from someone, like on like conversations, very nice. He does literally live around the corner from me, actually, to be fair. Well, I say around the corner, like 20 minutes, but around the corner-ish. Yeah. But again, he seems very, very genuinely very, very nice. Another boost of subs if you two are in a podcast together. Oh no, who knows, Susan? Who knows? It was so much fun though. It was honestly so much fun. Absolutely loved it. I've lost where I'm in the chat. There we are. Back to where we are. Nancy says, fairly new to the live streams and loving them. Thank you. Sending love to Oklahoma. Said, I think you'd be a fun live stream after you had 5 pina coladas, my favourite drink. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. There might be a few holiday snaps. I might share some holiday snaps. I'll share them on the Facebook group. Join the Facebook group, and I will share some holiday snaps. I will like choose the best ones though. You don't want me like drunk by a pool. No one needs that. Natalie says, when will you restock the exfoliating gel? So the plan is with the new restock, it will be coming back. Don't worry, it's not gone. There's no mystery. It's not gone. It will be coming back. I promise. Oliver Cat says, hi, I'm from India. Recently went to the beach and got tanned completely. Can you please suggest skincare routine? I have dry skin. So the best things are tranexamic acid and azelaic acid together. That'll help even out any discoloration you have. And obviously sunscreen. Lots of sunscreen. I do know quite a few of my I was gonna say Indian, but also just South Asian friends always tell me that their parents were like, you don't need, Indian skin doesn't need sunscreen. Indian skin doesn't need sunscreen was like the mantra of their parents. Now I don't think that's universal, but this is what some of my friends tell me, and I was like, and that I'm like, really? No, it does. Absolutely. And they're now into sunscreen and like realizing actually it's helping with their hyperpigmentation and they're getting the results. So I'd always say I think there's this myth out there, certainly in certain age demographics and things, that like you don't need, if you've got, the more melanin you have in your skin, the more pigment you have, means you don't need to use sunscreen. I mean, I read a report that if you've got like a lot of melanin, so you've got a deeper, darker, and richer skin tone, it's the equivalent of having like a built-in SPF 7 or 9, I think it was 7 or 9. That's good, but it's not like SPF 30. But you know what I mean? So especially always match your sunscreen to your situation. If you're on the beach, you're going to want to wear more, maybe a higher protection factor. If you're just running a few errands, probably don't need to as much. And so match it to your situation. That would be my recommendation anyway. So Annika says Kelly Driscoll is so lovely and I love her channel. She is genuinely lovely. She's so lovely. Definitely listen to the podcast. Thank you. I can't wait. Mickey says, I really appreciate your honest reviews of Drunk Elephant products. I was going to purchase a skincare line for my daughter, but after watching our videos and my own research, it's hard. No. It's unfortunate because I think there are some good products with Drunk Elephant. I just think the price point is ridiculous, and I think they sell their products to that younger demographic, convincing them they need it. They don't, especially because the demographic they market to can least afford, on average, the high price point. I think, if they have their followers, and I do think some of their products are fine, I just think, no. I would actually say, Mickey, one great thing about it, so if there's someone in your life that's desperately seeking the Drunk Elephant, and definitely wants the Drunk Elephant aesthetic and stuff like that, I would say you can shop elsewhere and get better results for less money. But if you still crave buying into that, they're drops. So they do like a glow drops, a bronze drops, and a blush drops. The bronze drops are actually quite good. They're quite well formulated. They look good on the skin. So if you want to get one product to kind of buy into the aesthetic and then get the rest of the skincare somewhere else, I'd say the bronzing drops are probably the best that they have to offer. I would say that. That would be my recommendation. And then the rest you can get elsewhere. Absolutely. Mickey, I'm always glad to help. Because I think sometimes when there's lots of sponsorships and partnerships with brands, it can be really hard to see through that. I don't do sponsorships. And so I'm kind of like, hopefully I can be that independent kind of voice. That's what I aim to be anyway. Yana says, already used the link for Decim. Thank you so much. Stocking upon Azurine, copper peptides. Sold out on the EU. Yes, things have sold out, but they did tell me that they were doing a restock end of this month. I do have a video coming in a minute about the vitamin C 8%, the ascorbic acid 8% plus alpha-arbutin, which unfortunately is being discontinued. I know, but I've got a great hack for getting around it, which today's video is about, so don't panic. Natalie says, who created the new packaging? Oh, a beautiful agency that works just outside Brighton. They're so good. They know the market. They know what they want. They're so good. It's a smaller design agent. They've been going for ages, but they're a smaller design agency, and they are honestly the nicest people in the whole world. And this is said, rebrand sounds very authentic to Rob. I like to think, yes, I'd like to think that whether you like it or don't like it, when it arrives, whether you like it or don't, it's definitely me. So I can definitely say I put this is me all over. If you don't like it, that's okay. But at least I was true to it and authentic, if that makes sense. But yeah, thank you so much for all the love, guys. Stephen back says, it's nice to be here today. We missed you, my love. We missed you. Where have you been? I purchased a copper peptide cream from Neod and 2 of the ordinary pink serum. That pink serum was definitely in my basket. I love it. Suzanne says, so when the new packaging comes out, will you start selling the products in stores? Yes. So we've actually got some stores lined up. Oh, let me take a sip of this tea and then we can talk about that. Sorry, I slurped that. I'm sorry you guys had to hear that. That's a bit of ASMR for you. If you're into ASMR, me slurping my tea, you'll love that. Yes, it will be in stores. We're just finalising a few things. It's going to launch, first of all, just online. And then within a few months, if things go according to plan, there will be stores. Yes. I can't wait. I literally can't wait. Oh my god, Rochelle says hi all the way from Barbados. Rochelle, I am in Barbados next Friday. I cannot wait. I'm landing in Barbados, and it's one of my favourite islands in the whole of the Caribbean. I've been there so many times, and it's so beautiful. The people are hands down the nicest people ever. So, Rochelle, sending love to Barbados, and I'll see you there on Friday. I cannot wait. Let's see. Matt says, can I mix the Mad About Skin Super Serum alongside the moisturizer? Yes, yes, and yes. I would actually recommend doing that. If you find the texture of the serum a little bit too thick, which it's packed full of actives, so it's a little on the thicker side. So if you haven't ever, if you find it just a bit too thick, mix it with your moisturizer. It's designed. You can absolutely do that. Absolutely. Trine says, "Hi Rob. Been stupid to try a sleep mask that has made my skin so dry. I know some sleep masks do actually do that. Please can you help? What should I do to get back to normal? I would say find a moisturizer that you've used before. Think back. What moisturizer has worked for you? Because you don't want to risk something that's new and making it worse. Reach for a moisturizer you've used before. Put one layer on. Let it sink in for a minute. Put another layer on. Couple of times, and that'll be like a couple of nights and you'll be back to normal, I promise you. But go to a tried and tested old moisturizer that you've used before. Don't try new. This is not the time to experiment. Your skin won't thank you for it. Sabina, great to see you, my love. I have this stubborn brown texture bumps on my cheek, don't know how to get rid of it. Urea. If you've got bumps, some of the best way of getting rid of it is urea. Gently exfoliating. It will help over time fade hyperpigmentation and smooth everything out. It's a protein softener, so it'll feel so good. Promise you. Promise. Let's see. Andrew said, you're a good talker. Oh, thank you. I do a lot of talking. Do a lot of talking. People say, how do you talk for an hour? I talk all the time. It's like my therapy. Scott said, you look too good. Hit the hot correct button. Love a hot correct button. You guys always make me giggle. Adri, great to see you, my love. And thank you for joining. It's wonderful to have you. Wonderful to have you here. Sabina says, what do copper peptides do? They break down in the skin and trick the body into thinking that's collagen breaking down, and then the body produces more collagen. Also feeds the body what it needs to produce collagen. So it kind of boosts collagen in effect. It's also antioxidant, so copper peptides are also antioxidant. Andrew says, can I use vitamin C cleanser instead of salicylic acid before vitamin C? Yes, actually, that is a good point. I recommend to a lot of people, if they want to like take their vitamin C game to the next level, use a vitamin C cleanser alongside a vitamin C serum. That way you get that double dose, but you won't get too much more sensitivity because that cleanser is only going to be on the skin, say like 60 seconds. So yeah, actually, Andrew, that's a great option. I would recommend people do that. Paula says, can you use Neodmud mask for dry skin? Yes, it actually works really well on dry skin. You'll want to moisturize afterwards. But yes, absolutely, you can use it on dry skin. NN says, hi, I'm late to watch. When is Rob's peptide serum out? Later this year, my love, and it does have Azure line in it. Do you think I could create a peptide serum without Azure line? My favourite? Absolutely not. It's in there, I promise you. Right. I'm out of breath. We've out of breath. I'm getting to the end of the live stream just in terms of timing wise. If I didn't get round to your comment, drop it in the main comments, and I will respond to them all this evening. I promise. It's just somebody, this dog. Hello, I'll say hi. Come and say hi to everyone. Is wanting his walk. And what Lorne wants, Lorne gets. Yeah, yes, I know. And you've been very quiet and well behaved, but you want your walk now, don't you? Yeah. Unfortunately, this dog likes to go for a walk even when it's raining like now. So we're going to have to put our jumper on, aren't we? We're going to have to put our coat on, and we're going to have our umbrella, and just so that you, mister, can have your legally entitled to walk. Are we keeping you up? Are we keeping you up? Are we boring you? So yes. So unfortunately, due to Lon, you can blame him. We're gonna have to call time on the live stream because I don't think he'll wait for a wee. He's crossing his legs as it is. But thank you so much for joining me. We've had so many new faces on this live stream, so thank you. If you're watching for the first time, hopefully you'll join us on the next one. And yeah, just hope everyone has a gorgeous Christmas. If you're in the UK and you're doing bonfire night, stay safe, follow the firework code, and stay warm. Do you have something to say? Do you? Yes. So yeah, stay safe and stay warm. Don't forget to give that like button, just a gentle caress before you leave. But I just want to say thank you so much for you. Look, you're getting a lot of love. Everyone loves you, Lorne. So yeah, just saying lots and lots of. Oh God, he's got all cuddly now. He's gonna fall asleep on me. Just sending you all so much love. Enjoy your weekend, and yeah, I'm just yeah. Thank you so much for being here and for making this another amazing live stream. We both love you lots, don't we, Lon? Say goodbye to everyone. Say goodbye. Don't look at me. I'm not. Goodbye, everyone. Love you all.